What's up? This is Daniel Kinney doing the director's commentary for Quo. You're looking at the intro right now. Lauren Bohall. This was shot in Bloomington right here. I had him do that so I could zoom into the light, get that light to carry on in the rest of the intro. You can see it kind of there in the background. Tried to use more artsy shots in the intro. I wanted it to be really slow, melodic. You got the film effect going on there matching the song. I actually mixed the song. It's a combination of a Radiohead and a DJ Crush song. Mixed it myself, kind of giving it that slow melodic feel, but you have something to listen to over it, the scratching and various clicks and whatever you put down on it. We got Don Bambrick there. Here comes security. Got that shot from Mark Vanderbaugh. And a whole bunch of other footage you'll see later in the video. Here's Dan Barnes, a little B-roll of him. Just every shot is something to kind of introduce profiles of the video. Nothing really special. I'm not trying to put the best tricks I have in the intro. It's just something to look at and something to kick off the video. I wanted a really artsy, slow feel to it. Got James St. Ors. Still haven't had a chance to skate that dumpster. I've been wanting to skate that forever. I've been there filming 2 times and haven't had a chance to skate that dumpster. One was in the rain, one was there, and time constraints, so I just had to film. Here's Ott, South Bend Skate Park, doing some filming for Eric's documentary that you can see in the extra section. And this isn't the greatest trick. Once again, I'm not trying to put in greatest tricks, just throwing one of Eric in there. I love the structure of this shot. I wish I could have got him doing a little bit better trick rather than the, thing that every kid will do on a rail. But there's the intro for Quo. Bring up the title small and slow, and all the titles were designed by Alex Soto. Profile we got now is Sean Callahan and Lauren Bohall. Definitely 2 of the best skaters in Indiana, without a doubt. Both live and around Bloomington. Here's Sean, Bloomington South High School. A lot of this was shot the week before the Indiana Real Street competition. I stayed with them the week before, and here's 2 shots that Sean gave me. He gave me a lot of extra footage for a section that really helped out his section and really made it pretty strong, I think. Nice fish brain. You see a little smoke from Brian Walker filming. Old Pud Sled. Oh, I love that back unity. So much style. Sean's definitely not one of the techest skaters in the world, but he's just got so much style. All these were shot pretty much in sequence. I pretty much didn't have to edit anything. He pretty much nailed every one of those tricks first or second try. That was one of the days I was there and while I was staying with them. Then here comes Lauren. Lauren is just amazing. I'm besides the fact that all his tricks are pretty much H-Blocks tricks, but still, he's an amazing skater, and if you ever get a chance to skate with him, pay attention, because he should really be getting a lot more credit than what he gets, more sponsors than what he has, but hopefully he will soon. Unity's that's one of my favorite shots in the video, and then coming up here is another one of my favorite shots of the video. Bam, stays right in frame right there. Oh, I was excited for that shot, just set up in the bushes. He landed that trick right after I set up for front torque. Video's moving faster than stuff I want to say, but that's okay. And then here I move to it's supposed to be a montage for Sean and Lauren, but it's majority Sean, just kind of finishing up the section. Got a little soul drop. And here's Lauren, if you can't tell. Top soul and Indy. Then here's the hammer for Sean. End up the section, Kansas City. Bam. So much style. Alright. Don Bambrick. Without a doubt, one of the best skaters in the Midwest. I'm so lucky to get the footage I got of him, to be able to put in this little chill section of him. Extra special thanks to Ryan C. of Night to come through with 9 hammers to help out his section. He was originally going to share it with Brian Aragon, but I found out all of Brian Aragon's stuff was in SB. All the footage that I had was actually in SB, so had to drop that at the last moment. Now just gave Bambrick full profile. Nice little switch up here. Disaster Royale. That was great. One of the clips Vanderbaugh sent me. Here was at the Kazoo AMS All Michigan session. Doing a head high ledge. Had a little kicker up to that to get up to that. It's just incredible. I think this is one of the longest bin soles I've seen. I'm not sure, but I definitely think that's one of the longest I've ever seen. Nice little backside in Kazoo, same day. Kalamazoo All Michigan session. This rail was, I took him about 20 tries, but that rail had never even been attempted, never been landed. It was just, it's so gnarly. The kinks just huck you everywhere. It's so steep. At Western Michigan University up in Kalamazoo. Nice little Royale Cesta dark side. Laying it down with the hammer at the end. Oh, I love this trick. Bam! Man. I think that's about a 20 set. That's one of the clips Ryan sent me. It's got to be one of the biggest wall ride 180s I've seen. What do we got next? Dan Barnes. This section was guest edited by Mike Torres from Rochester, New York. Came through with a sick profile of Dan and Tim, both incredible skaters from Rochester, New York. Hopefully you'll definitely be seeing more of them in the future as well. Don't know too much about Dan, but Mike assured me that Dan was an incredible skater, and I really believe him after seeing the section. Dan's very, very tech. And the thing that disappointed me the most about Dan's section is the B-roll that Mike sent me is almost better than the footage that's within the section. But the only problem is that you'd get the repetitiveness of doing the same rail over and over and over. Pretty much tore up that rail. The one that he just did the topsoul 360 to, or was it back Royale to 360 topsoul? I don't know, it makes me dizzy sometimes with all this tech shit, but B-roll's incredible. It would have just got really repetitive, and the section would have got really repetitive. And this is actually not the original edit. The original edit of Dan's section is in the extras part of the DVD. I actually had Mike cut it down, take out about 4 tricks of it, because it just kind of ran a little bit too long compared to Tim's. And Tim's section is definitely a little bit more exciting to watch, for me anyway. Tim's been to every bitter cold. That's why I kind of was searching for footage of him to give him a profile in a video. He's always been amazing at bitter cold. He's such a good park skater and terrific street skater as well, as you can see in this profile. You definitely have to check out the park section of Tim, A Night at Extremes. Here's kind of some weak shots, kind of just the slow part of his section, the alley-oop X and the topsoul, just kind of some weak stuff, but then it comes back in, fast and smooth. Shot beautifully right there by Mike. It's one of Mike's favorite shots. I love it too. Right here, first time I saw this, it just stopped my heart. Just one of those, bam, so powerful how he slowed that down. Mike definitely Mike definitely came through really well with this section. Another hammer right there. Such an exciting shot here. You don't know where he's going, and then just bam, right into the plywood. Here's another good shot. The spots are just so good in this section. It's just terrific to watch. New spots, great skaters skating them. Really long topsoul here. Another little slower trick to kind of slow it down to bring it back up again. Love this. I think that's great. He was actually trying to 360 back into the parking lot, but couldn't really huck it off the wall, and then coming through at the end with just a huge 540. Tim's great. Tim's great. I love that shot earlier with the blood. Kind of moved too quick for me, but the blood kind of panning back into Tim's hand. It's a great shot. Next, we got Jeff Stockwell. This is Mark Vanderbaugh's footage of Jeff. Nothing to really brag too much about, but who does not want to see Stockwell skate? I just thought it would be stupid not to put this all together into a section. He's just got absolutely the best style in the world. I mean, he could do anything and people love it. Small little 360 into the bank, just so stylish. I mean, just little improv shit. Who does not like Jeff Stockwell? Oh, nice little front torque. Another little front torque and a big fat rail. Up in Minnesota somewhere, I'm assuming. Don't really know for sure. Little back royale, nice fat rail. And here's St. Orr's section. Gotta thank Andrew Cleary here. He definitely came through to really beef up St. Orr's section. I really wanted to give James St. Orr's a section. I've always loved his style. Love the pictures I've seen of him. He's definitely a really stylish skater. This crazy kink rail in Akron. If you've never visited Akron, Ohio, I definitely recommend it. It's just an incredible city to skate. There's that dumpster again that was in the intro. I mean, still haven't gotten a chance to skate that. It pisses me off. But really powerful shots here. James flipping off the dumpster, and then power slide to topsoul. We got the fish here with the 360 off. I barely ended up filming any of this section because all of Andrew's stuff pretty much made it in before mine. Then here, James told me he broke his wrist on that fall, and then he landed it. Either he's freaking tough as nails or it was just a minor break. I'm not sure, but freaking awesome. Then there was that random gap in Boardman, same city as Vertigo is in. Then Brian Murphy again. Just his section 6 tricks, but God, just watching him, just the footage is just amazing of him. He skates so goddamn fast. This ledge, I don't know where this ledge is, but it just, how can you do that? Skate that fast, shifty to the topsoul, and then the fish brain down that ledge. One more time for good measure. Yeah, I know, whatever. If you don't like it, too bad. It's a badass trick. Alright, what do we have next? Ott and Eric. Ott and Eric. Here's Ott. Took some notes. Make sure I can say everything I want to within this. Ott and Eric are my hometown crew, if you want to say that. Crews are gay, but whatever. Ott lives about 20 minutes away from me, home in South Bend, and Eric's 5 minutes, which is really too close to live to Eric sometimes, but that's alright. Eric means well all the time. And a little personality shot of Ott and Eric, kind of sharing the profile together. Most of Ott's stuff was actually shot down at IU and in various other parts as we traveled. There's another shot at IU, Indiana University. Here's a shot at home. Spent the whole summer with Ott, worked in the same place. We spent tons of time together, skated all the time, but it ended up that most of his stuff was shot after the summer, during the school year. Here's a shot in Akron. Went and visited Vertigo for bitter cold stuff. Here's a shot in South Bend. Here's a shot in Elkhart. Here we go, nice little ledge set slide. This is at the same spot as the last shot. First time we'd ever skated that ledge, ever looked at it, waxed it up. Here's a shot at Notre Dame. Hammer in South Bend. He could have killed himself on that wall. That rail is so steep, and then terrific shot in Bloomington down at Indiana University. Great shot. That was the first time anybody had done that ledge and attempted it, and then we got Eric. Sorry for the vulgarity, sorry for the way he looks, sorry for the way he skates. He's not sorry. I don't know. Eric can be obnoxious, but bottom line, he's a good skater. He will show up pretty much anybody. An AM for K2, sponsored by Havoc. He's definitely got the skill. I will give him that no matter what. Style and personality can be another question. A little hand touch on the ground there, but that just turns out to be Eric's style. He's told me before that his style is no style, and I believe that to a certain extent. He does have style in what he does, but at the same time he can do a lot of tricks with absolutely zero style. But that's Eric. Nice little shot there. Eric pretty much hated a lot of the tricks that I put into his section because he gave me put a bunch of other tricks that he wanted in the video on my hard drive that were good tricks, but they pretty much just weren't shot very well. And this line, see that foot kick out right there? After he did that, I wanted him to keep doing it to clean it up, just to clean it up a little bit, and he actually clipped the fence, and that was the result of me forcing him to keep trying the same line over and over and over again until he made it perfect, and kind of got pissed off there. But that's a regular occurrence with Eric, getting pissed off and crying like a baby. But we'll shot at Bethel, Mishawaka, near our house. Not our house, near our houses. 360 over the fence, followed by a little death-defying, no-style 540 flare. Almost killed myself and whatever. Nice little shot there. He wanted me to take that out as well. Pretty solid switch right there. That's one of the tricks he gave me, one of the better film tricks. Good trick. Random shot he gave me from Minnesota, filmed by Jeff Howard. Told me nobody had tried that rail, nobody had done the rail before. He just goes up there and lays hammers. But yeah, Eric hates his section. But there we go. On to the conclusion / credits of the video. I'm digging this song. It's all over MTV. It's a really good video. The Yeah Yeah Yeahs, been used in videos before, but I was just really digging the song. Wanted to just get this section done. Over with the hard part. All the profiles were done. The introduction was done. I just wanted to get this section done. I was digging the song, so I just put it together. It works. If you don't like it because you've heard it before, too bad. Hopefully you haven't heard any other song on the video. I love that grab right before there. Derek Larson coming off the rail in Akron. There's another shot at Akron. Another shot from Akron. Pronunciate. Here's Dan Barnes doing a line. Really had two choices with the conclusion of the video. I could have made it really long and drawn out, kind of average montage, or just kind of put one short, sweet, to the point, put in who, kind of a friend section of the video. And I decided to just make one short and sweet. A lot of tricks I didn't put in the video, a lot of good stuff that didn't make it into the sections, didn't make it into the conclusion, but I'd rather make the video short and sweet than long and drawn out. Don't want to feel like I'm filling songs and stuff like that. Some more extra footage of Lauren. Aaron Doyle. Aaron Doyle's the man. He's got great style. Same disaster that Don did in his section. Gary Murphy. Gary Murphy's got great style as well. Only seen bits and pieces of him. There's Evan. My boy Evan. Wish I could have filmed with Evan more for the video, but you know, he's got other priorities. Great skater from hometown. It's Brian Walker in Oxford, Ohio. Random rail. Random shot of Jeremy Townsend from Seattle. Came upon that through Eric. There's Ott in Niles, Michigan. Huge kink rail. Out into gravel, dirt road. J-Board! Landed down in Boardman, Ohio. Here's some little random improv shit of James Short. Freaking toll roll anything. Toll roll for miles. He's great at that stuff. 360 by Don. Jeff, Vertigo. Here's a shot of Matthias. Really wish I could have put more tricks of Matthias in the video, but you know, really want to just shorten it up. Didn't want to make it too long, drawn out. And then the wall ride at the end by Don, just to finish it up. Let's think of what else. If you watch the video back to back, it actually loops together. It loops into itself. So I don't know if that really matters, but the credits, the same song that I use for the credits is in the background of the introduction, so just kind of wanted to do that it's on a loop. It would flow if you were watching it back to back. Sorry that's not really important, but just something I wanted to do. Let's see if there's anything. Can't think of anything else. Sorry if the video is too short for you. I prefer the nice 20-minute short and sweet videos. Ended up only being about 25. But I'd rather be 25 minutes of solid skating than half hour, 45 minutes of crap in between solid skating. Be sure to check out the extras of the DVD. A lot of good stuff in there. A lot of older sections, a lot of newer old sections, a Bitter Cold section, a Tim Adams Park section, some extra Mike Torres sections. Be sure to check it out. That's about it. That'll wrap it up for the director's commentary for Quo. If you want to let me know what you think, email me at dk@bittercoldshowdown.com. That's it.